Do 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 do. Hey everyone, Josh Thomas here from the BitBlock. Or no, it's not. It's Demeech.
And this is Ty the Guy 2800.
Here with another podcast. Now this one is going to be all Smash related, and when it comes to Smash, it's probably going to have single player campaign, it's going to have new stages, but the real fun of Smash Bros. Is predicting all kinds of characters that'll be in the game. So we're going to make this an Improv 2 podcast, where we just talk and we go on about characters that might be in Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo Switch.
Right. Do you want to start? Do you want me to start, or...?
Yeah, sure, I'll start. So first, let's talk about the most important Nintendo series, Mario. Now, Mario characters, some people complain, oh, there's way too many. But if it weren't for Mario, the video game industry wouldn't exist nowadays, and they can add as many Mario characters as they want, and I'll be happy.
Pretty much, and people who complain that there's too many Mario characters, look how many Fire Emblem characters there are. I mean, come on.
Now that is a niche franchise right there.
Right. But I digress. I'm not trying to angry some Fire Emblem fans. But go on. What are your predictions for Mario characters?
So there are 3 characters I can definitely see coming into Super Smash Bros. One of the characters is a pretty major character from Super Mario Odyssey, and that is Pauline. Just like Rosalina was a Galaxy representative for Super Smash Bros. For 3DS and Wii U, I could definitely see Pauline having some Super Mario Odyssey moves. You know, maybe she could throw her hat, kind of like Mario does with Cappy. She could also have Jump Up Superstars or Final Smash.
Yeah, I could absolutely see that. I think the problem I have with Pauline is that a lot of people want Cappy to be part of Mario's new moveset, and if Pauline is in the game, I think she would kind of take that from him, because if she doesn't, I don't really know what other movesets she could have. And to be honest with you, I thought Pauline would be a good candidate for Smash Brothers, but thinking about it a little bit more in depth, I'm not really sure if she would be a good fighter. Like, yeah, she could toss her cap and whatever, but she doesn't have Cappy's abilities, if you know what I mean.
Do you think that maybe she could be a good fighter, because you wouldn't expect Rosalina to be?
I mean, but keep in mind, Rosalina has Lumas, and she's from space. Pauline... I mean, listen, if there's anybody who could do it, it's Sakurai. But in all honesty, I kind of want Cappy to be part of Mario's moveset, but that's just me.
I'd be happy to see Pauline. We need more characters in the Mario series, and we need more women in Smash Brothers. And I'd rather have her over Peach.
Well, I will say, I think Captain Toad and, as an alternate skin, Captain Toadette are a guarantee in Smash Brothers. I mean...
Oh, absolutely. They're gonna have the port of Captain Toad right after E3, like July 9th, I think it is. There's no reason not to include Captain Toad and Toadette.
I definitely see that happening. I'm trying to think of any... wait, who was that guy? He's purple.
Waluigi.
No, not him.
Yes, Waluigi, we have to have Waluigi in Smash Brothers, and I'm not kidding, because, let's see, we got all the main Mario characters, Mario, Luigi, Wario, Peach, Yoshi, Bowser. The only ones we don't have are Toad and Waluigi. Daisy can go to hell, but...
Daisy!
Waluigi, he can have a creative moveset, and he can be the representatives for the Mario Sports Series. He has a cool new outfit in Mario Tennis Aces, and that could be the representative outfit, kind of like Wario has a biker helmet. And he could use his tennis racket, he can have all kinds of crazy moves. If Waluigi's in Smash, that game will be complete.
I could definitely see it, but I feel like they would have to change Peach's moveset too, because she does use an array of sports equipment for her moveset. But, maybe they'll make it work. I don't know. But Waluigi, yeah, I would really like to see him. I think he's not in many games, but his personality is just so weird, and like weirder than Wario, that he has to be at least considered. But speaking of Wario, I had an idea. I was thinking of maybe Ashley from the WarioWare series, since she was a costume in Smash Bros. 4.
She was also an assist trophy.
Right, exactly. And from what I've noticed, whoever's really a costume in Super Smash Bros. 4 is on Sakurai's radar. Like he had at least like considered them for Smash 4. So that leads me to believe most of the costumes of characters that weren't in Smash 4 that are Mii costumes might have a chance in Smash for Switch. So Ashley, I could definitely see.
I couldn't really see Ashley. I think she works best as an assist trophy, but I couldn't see her as her own character. But with those 3 Mario characters, Pauline, Captain Toad and Toadette, and Waluigi, I think there's a 50-50 chance for Waluigi, 75 for Pauline, and 100% for Captain Toad.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty much it for Mario.
Now let's move on to
Zelda.
Nintendo's second biggest franchise. You want to go with Zelda or Pokemon? Because I think there's way more possibilities with Pokemon, because with Zelda, what more can you really do?
Yeah, I mean, Zelda, Sakurai could really add whoever at this point. I don't really have a preference as to who he adds, but Pokemon, there's a little bit of discussion to talk about. Now, 100% Eevee.
Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee are coming out for the Switch, so it makes perfect sense to have Eevee in the game. And Eevee, there's all kinds of possibilities, because Eevee can evolve into all kinds of Pokemon, and that would probably be his main gimmick in Smash Brothers. Kind of like with the Pokemon trainer from Brawl, he had 3 different Pokemon that he could choose from. I don't know if Pokemon Trainer will return, but
I don't think so.
that
I
was
always
especially
think
cool, having the ability to choose 3 Pokemon. You got Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard.
Right. I'm also thinking maybe Decidueye?
I think Decidueye is kind of a given too, because we need a Gen 7 representative. We always get a representative from each generation. For Gen 4 it was Lucario, and Gen 6 it was Greninja. And I think those are the best looking Pokemon out of those generations for Smash Brothers. So I could definitely see Decidueye.
And I think we could kind of assume that most of the Pokemon from, I think all the Pokemon from Smash 4 are returning.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, but besides that, so we got Eevee and we got
Decidueye. You think that maybe Pichu will return? Or Squirtle or Ivysaur?
There's not really a high demand for them, though. I don't know. I never liked Ivysaur. I liked Squirtle, but
Pichu is just a Pikachu clone. You could do without him.
yeah, unless like Pikachu is like a skin, which I wouldn't mind. But no, I don't see them coming back.
Now moving on to another series, we have Donkey Kong. And this one, I feel like there are 2 characters that are pretty much a given. Dixie Kong and Funky Kong.
Okay, so I was gonna say Dixie Kong. No, I thought the 2 obvious choices were Dixie Kong and King K. Rool. But yes, I do want Funky Kong as well. Most likely, I don't think he's gonna get in, but I hope he does.
Funky Kong? Why would they have an entire mode for him in Tropical Freeze if he's not having a possibility of being in Smash?
Probably sell the units, but you know, I'm just saying. Like, I'm trying to temper my expectations. But
K. Rool I couldn't really see, because unless he's a villain in a new 3D Donkey Kong game or Donkey Kong game, he's been dead for years.
Well, K. Rool, keep in mind, was popular enough in a Smash ballot for Smash 4 to warrant a costume for him, so he is on Sakurai's radar.
I'd definitely like to see him. I'd like to see all those characters, but I think the most likely are Funky Kong and Dixie Kong.
I mean, in a perfect world, we'd have all 3 of them.
But it's not a perfect world.
I would say to maybe... This is just kind of a nitpick, but I think Donkey Kong is a little too slow compared to the recent games that he's in. He's a little bit faster and more floaty. All I would do is just make him a little bit faster and more floaty in Smash Brothers.
And remodel him and Diddy Kong too, because the fur texture is awful.
Oh yeah. I think that'll be changed though. And Diddy Kong's model in Smash 4 needs to be changed because, God, it looks awful.
I agree. But with those Donkey Kong characters out of the way, sorry Cranky, I won't be seeing you in Smash. I was thinking about that, but I can't see him being a character in Smash 4. What about some other Nintendo characters that you could see? Maybe from various different franchises? Oh, Kirby. It's a big one right there. A lot of people are saying Bandana D.
Yep, I'm right on that bandwagon.
I can see it happening, kind of like a What the Hell character, but I'd prefer to see Marks or the trio from Kirby's Dream Land 2.
But Bandana D, man, like he looks like a ferocious warrior. Like he's got a blank expression on his face, and he has like a spear in his hand. Like how more deadlier can you be? I just find that hilarious. But Bandana D's been there since I think Kirby Superstar. And people keep saying, oh, but he's just a Waddle Dee. Well, you could say the same thing for Captain Toad. Now, can't you?
Exactly.
So I could definitely see like potential for his moveset. I think like a Final Smash could be like that ball of Waddle Dees from Star Allies, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. So, yeah, I think Bandana Waddle Dee has a good chance of getting it.
I agree with you there. Now, thinking of more Nintendo characters, with F-Zero, could you see another F-Zero character like Samurai Goro or Pico?
I'm gonna say maybe.
There's always a possibility.
I'm gonna say maybe, but I think maybe Blood Falcon instead of Samurai Goro.
That would just be a clone.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know if people would. I don't know.
If there's a new F-Zero, probably. If there's not, no.
It's a tough situation because nobody really knows F-Zero like that. People just know Captain Falcon because he's in Smash. If there's a new F-Zero, I could definitely see a new F-Zero character. But I'm going to be safe and say no.
Same situation what I was thinking about with Punch-Out. There could be another character, maybe Bald Bull or King Hippo, but I don't know if I could see that happening.
I don't see that happening at all.
But with ARMS, I could see some characters.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking like you could add all the characters as skins.
They all play pretty similarly, so I could definitely see Springman as a default. Then you could have a bunch of other characters like Twintel, Helix. I wasn't big on ARMS, I can tell you that, but I know Nintendo's going to include some characters from it.
They have to, unless like it was kind of a bomb and they don't want to, but I don't see that happening. I feel like we're missing something.
Animal Crossing?
Isabelle, for sure.
Isabelle was in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario Kart 8, so I can definitely see her in Smash Brothers. It was cool to have the villager in Smash Brothers, and I can definitely see some more representatives from Animal Crossing. And that reminds me, we'll probably get an Animal Crossing for the Switch, because it's been 5 years, 6 in Japan, since New Leaf released.
We shall see. Maybe a teaser trailer for next year, but we'll see.
I hope Isabelle's in Smash, because she's my favorite Animal Crossing character.
Right. Hold on.
So yeah, with that being said, I think that we'll see Isabelle in Smash Brothers, but I don't really see any other Animal Crossing characters playable. Maybe KK Slider, but other than that, I'm not sure.
Can you see any other Kid Icarus characters playable? Like maybe, I don't know, what's that little girl's name again? Jeez, I'm forgetting her name.
I don't know.
I knew her name. It was either her or Medusa, but probably not. Maybe because it's Sakurai's baby, but you know.
I think the 3 characters they have are good. You got Pit, Dark Pit, and Palutena.
Right.
And while we're talking about that, I think all the characters from Smash 4 will return. I don't think anyone's gonna get caught.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think definitely every single character is returning, including the third parties. Which we will get to momentarily, but we just got to cover a few more franchises. Did we miss anybody before we go into third parties?
What about the obscure characters Nintendo always adds? You know, there was Mr. Game & Watch in Melee, Rob the Robot in Smash Brawl, and the Wii Fit Trainer in Smash 4. And Duck Hunt Dog.
I'm going to say Chibi Robo.
Chibi Robo isn't really a what the hell kind of character, because he is an established character, but I could see Chibi Robo in the game.
Well, yeah, but I could also... They also have teased the fact that Chibi Robo could be in Smash Brothers with those tweets of him on fire before they revealed Smash for that Direct.
That wasn't the Smash Direct. That was the January 11th one.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, so probably not. I don't know. I'm just saying.
But I forgot one thing. Pikachu is going to get an alternate costume, Detective Pikachu. Or Detective Pikachu will be a character.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Detective Pikachu should be his own character.
And I think that Pikachu will get a Pikachu Libre costume. I was going to say Pichu Libre, but... From Pokken Tournament and Alpha Sapphire.
Oh, I was going to say, what are the chances, in your opinion, about, these are two characters that I have in mind for the Mario series. Paper Mario and fan favorite Geno. Now, Geno was a costume for Smash 4, which, again, means that it's on Sakurai's radar, so never say never. And apparently Geno was supposed to be in Brawl. Apparently he was supposed to be in Brawl, but they just kind of cut him out, or like he was kind of like in the beginning of development, but they didn't really put him in.
Geno I could see, Paper Mario no, and I'll tell you why not with Paper Mario. For one, they released Color Splash 2 years ago, and some people said they liked it, some didn't, but I think everyone can agree that it's not the Paper Mario game they wanted, and Nintendo's probably just going to wait. Maybe add Paper Mario as DLC down the road, but for now I can't see Paper Mario happening. What I could see is 8-bit Mario.
I don't think so. Maybe as a skin, but probably not. Oh, and on that subject, Mario's alternate costumes better be most of the costumes from Odyssey. Just saying. That would be just too perfect to pass up.
Same for Peach, and have Bowser's wedding outfit.
Oh yeah, definitely. But, did we get everybody for, like, first party? Oh, of course, Metroid. Do you think Ridley's gonna be a character? Because there's been, again, as usual with Smash Brothers, rumors of Ridley coming to Smash.
At this point, I think there's been so much demand for Ridley to be playable that I could see it happening, but at the same time, I'm not sure if it's actually going to happen, because Sakurai has said repeatedly that he's too big for Smash Brothers to be a fighter, but I could see Sylux.
I could see Sylux as well, unless in Metroid Prime 4 they redesigned Ridley to look a little bit smaller and a little bit, different in design. Then they could use that design along with Samus's new design in Metroid Prime 4.
Kind of like they did with Honey Queen in Mario Kart 7?
Yes. Yeah, I think that would be the most likely thing to go by, because Ridley, as he stands, way too big, and he's better as a stage hazard, in my opinion. But yeah. I think... Is that it? And now we're going to the best part about Smash Brothers, third-party characters?
Well, there's definitely going to be some new third-party characters, so let's start off with some pretty obvious ones. We're probably going to get Tails and Knuckles in Smash Brothers, and considering that Sonic Mania came out, it makes sense to add the other two main characters in the game. There were costumes for them in Smash 4, and as much as I dislike a lot of the Sonic games, I like Tails and Knuckles and I like the classic games, so
exactly.
I could see that happening.
I think there was enough to, and like you said, they wore costumes in Smash 4. They're on Sakurai's radar. What better way to represent Sonic Mania than with Tails or Knuckles? And we could have maybe Mirage Saloon as a stage, or Studiopolis, but I'm getting into too much. But yes, I do think Tails and Knuckles will be playable.
Shadow, he's just going to be a stage hazard. Or assist trophy, my bad.
Oh god. I swear to
Chaos
God,
control.
if they don't pick Tails or Knuckles, and they pick Shadow instead as a playable character for Sonic, I'm going to be really upset.
Oh, I know. That's why I brought it up.
Before we move on to another third party, what are your thoughts on maybe Dr. Eggman being a playable character?
It's cool to have villains in Smash Brothers, but I don't know if I could see him in Smash because
Kind of like a Bowser.
I don't know.
What if you could see him as kind of like a Bowser Jr. type of thing, where he's like in a mech?
we already got Bowser Jr. though, so I don't see the need for him, but with Tails and Knuckles, that would definitely be really cool.
True. Moving away from Sonic, let's go to Mega Man. I think X and Zero. What do you think?
I'm not sure about Mega Man characters since I really haven't played a lot of the series, but one thing I'm pretty much certain of is we will definitely get a Mega Man 11 skin for Mega Man to use. Or maybe that'll be his default design.
I think it'll be his default design. As much as I love the Smash 4 design of him. Or maybe not, who knows? But I think there will be at least, if there's at least 2 more Sonic characters, there should be at least 2 more Mega Man characters. And I think X and Zero are kind of the best, but I do kind of worry if X is in, he'll just kind of be like a clone of Mega Man, but with different abilities. But then again, he won't be a clone. But I don't know, we'll see.
Now moving on to Street Fighter, do you think we'll get another Street Fighter character? Because we had Ryo in Smash 4 as DLC. Do you think we could get Ken? Or someone like that? Chun-Li, Poison?
I would really love Ken and Chun-Li. But the thing is, Ken kind of plays similarly to Ryu. So he would kind of be a clone? I wouldn't really care because, it's representing Street Fighter. I think it's totally possible. But the thing is with Street Fighter, if you have 2 characters, then you're gonna want another one, and another one, and another one. You know what I mean? But
I think Chun-Li and Ken are a good choice.
Yeah, I think Chun-Li and Ken and Ryu are like the trio that represents Street Fighter, and that's all you need. But
before we move on to the big ones, let's talk about one more third-party game that had a representative in Smash Brothers. Pac-Man. Could you see Blinky or any of the ghosts?
I was thinking of the ghosts as playable characters. But here's the problem. None of them, besides their names in the original arcade games, none of them really have personalities, if you know what I mean. Unless they make them all look unique. I don't know.
Well, Blinky was in Mario Kart Arcade GP.
He was, but I'm going to say no. And I think a more likely candidate is Ms. Pac-Man as a skin.
Kind of like if Captain Toad's in the game, Captain Toad and Captain Toadette. I could see that.
Right. And I was actually thinking maybe Ms. Pac-Man can use... You know how Pac-Man uses, Namco things to attack enemies?
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe Ms. Pac-Man can use other Namco properties to attack her enemies.
That would be really cool. But now let's move on to the big 30-party characters.
Oh, yeah.
So we got Shovel Knight. You think that he'll be in the game?
I don't...
You're not sure about Shovel Knight?
I'm not sure because he's an indie character, and I'm not sure how indie characters work with Smash Brothers. I'm gonna say yes because of how popular he was. But I think the more likely third-party character that everyone kind of wants is undoubtedly Rayman.
And yeah, there was an exclusive version of Rayman Legends Definitive Edition for the Switch, so I could definitely see that happening, having Rayman in the game. And there was a fake leak back in 2015, and it got people wanting Rayman in the game. I could also see the Rabbids as well.
I could see the Rabbids. I don't want them in personally, but I can see them. Rayman, also Smash 4, he had his own trophy, which was a little bit weird considering he wasn't even a character. So it kind of leads me to believe that he was considered. Yeah, besides, oh yeah, and I'm thinking since they all play similarly in the Legends games, Glowbox, Barbara, and King Teensy will be skins for Rayman.
That would be really cool, and I'm more than happy to have Rayman in the game. And with the Rabbids, I feel like that's pretty much a given, because there was a Mario and Rabbids crossover game, and they're gonna have the costumes as skins for the game.
Well, hopefully for me, they're just assist trophies.
Hopefully for me, they're characters. And I think they will be.
However, I kind of wanted to shift focus to a rumor going around, and I know you hate rumors and everything, but this has been gaining traction. There seems to be a lot of people pointing towards Simon Belmont from the Castlevania series being a playable character in Smash Brothers. Now, we know that Sakurai is a big fan of the Castlevania games. We know that he's been wanting to. We know that people have been wanting Simon Belmont for a while. What are your thoughts on this? I think personally, Simon is coming.
Now, I couldn't see Simon, but I could see another Konami character, and that is Bomberman. Because Super Bomberman R was a launch title for the Switch, and people have been wanting Bomberman a lot more than Simon Belmont.
That is true, but like I said before, Sakurai is a big Castlevania fan.
Or why not include both?
Well, if you get one Konami character, you can get another. And that leads me to two Konami characters, one that you might expect and one that you might not expect. The first one that you expect is bring back Snake. I know that people are going to say that he doesn't fit stylistically, but I mean, you could say the same for the Fire Emblem characters in Bayonetta.
And Cloud.
Come on. Yeah, I mean, and
countless others.
From what I heard a long time ago, when Kojima was asked if Snake is in the new Smash Brothers, when Smash 4 was coming out, he said no, but tell Mr. Sakurai that I want Snake in Smash. So it seems like Kojima is still okay with Snake in Smash, despite him having a fallout with Konami. So I don't see any problems with having Snake in Smash Brothers again. What are your thoughts on that?
I think there might be some licensing issues, but other than that, I could see it happening again.
And to end off the Konami representatives so that we can go on to another third-party representative, I'm going to spitball and I'm going to say Frogger.
Frogger?
And I know what you're Frogger. And I know what you're saying. He's just a frog. Well, I was thinking of it a while back. I was looking at kind of his promotional art with with his briefcase and his little tie and his little suit outfit thing. And I was thinking, there could be a really unique moveset here if they really wanted Frogger in there for like some retro action. Like maybe he could attack people with his briefcase and maybe use his tongue for actions and maybe some jump moves. I don't know. I think Frogger would be a really, WTF character.
I think so, but I really couldn't see Frogger coming to the game. Snake, Bomberman, maybe Simon Belmont, but not Frogger. But anyways, let's go on to the big one. The one that both of us are pretty excited for, Crash Bandicoot. Could you see Crash being in Smash? And it rhymes too, so it's a perfect fit.
There's a lot of demand for Crash Bandicoot to be in Smash Brothers. Before I say yes or no, Spyro has to be in Smash as well if Crash is in Smash. It just makes sense. But anyways, we're talking about Crash and Spyro.
You remember the Pac-Man trailer for Smash 4? You had red, blue, yellow. Why not have orange for Crash? Because that's a pretty big representative in gaming, and he was Sony's mascot for the longest time.
And why not Spyro as well?
If they were to only include one, I think it'd be Crash.
They have to. If Activision's stupid, if they're just going to be like, just add Crash, don't add Spyro, because our game is coming out and we don't want promotion for it. It just doesn't make sense to me. But I'm going to say yes, he is coming to Smash with Spyro.
And I could see that happening because Nintendo and Activision have had a relationship before. Do you remember the Skylanders thing?
Right, yeah, I remember that perfectly. But I think, for me, I just feel like there's a high demand for it, and that's like the third-party character everybody wants right now because we have Pac-Man, we have Mega Man, we have Sonic the Hedgehog, we have
Ryu.
I don't know, other Ryu.
Bayonetta.
Right? Sorry, I totally forgot. Bayonetta, I could kind of care less about. I'm sorry, Bayonetta fans, but I don't play her games. Yeah, what's your consensus on it? Because I really want to see them in Smash, and I want to convince myself that they are, but I feel like, if anything, they'll be DLC characters.
I feel like Crash will be in Smash. Spyro, it's kind of iffy.
I feel like if Crash is in Smash, Spyro's in Smash. But before we end it off, Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
Don't see it happening.
If Cloud is in Smash, come on. Sora?
Might as well have Mickey Mouse too.
Well, I mean, they don't have to reference Disney characters, of course.
Yeah, but if it's from Kingdom Hearts, that's a whole nother licensing thing. And that might be an issue for Nintendo.
However, Sakurai managed to get Snake in Brawl.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Konami is nowhere near as big as Disney. Is there a Konami theme park? Konami channel? No, it's just video game related, but having the Disney references, I don't know if they'll be able to do that.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Okay, well, is that pretty much it for us? Or I feel like we're missing somebody.
I think that's pretty much it.
Oh, Shantae.
Like I said before, indie character, and Japan doesn't really see indie games like the rest of the world does, and they see them as inferior, so I'm not sure how they'll react to that, but I don't know. Shantae and Shovel Knight, they have a 50-50 chance in my opinion.
I'm sorry, I have some other characters as well.
Shaun White?
No. Heihachi, from Tekken.
Well, Heihachi was a costume, so I could see it happening. But other than that, I know nothing about Heihachi. All I know is that it's a character in Tekken.
Banjo-Kazooie. That's the last one I'll mention. Oh, and Steve from Minecraft, since people are talking about that apparently.
Maybe Steve from Minecraft, but Banjo-Kazooie I really couldn't see.
Imagine if Banjo-Kazooie is there, though. Like, that would be the WTF, because people are not expecting that. I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to say a flat-out no, because you already got a Banjo-Kazooie-like character, which is Duck Hunt Dog.
Yeah, but people really want Banjo-Kazooie, and Sakurai likes to please his fans. So
people also really want Goku, and SpongeBob, and Shrek.
Yeah, but Banjo-Kazooie is an actual video game character.
So is Goku.
No, he's not. He's an anime character.
Well, anyways, before this podcast becomes 2 hours long, I think we're going to end it here.
Yeah, I think we pretty much talked about every single character that we want and think are going to be in Smash 5. Now, will every character be in the list? I don't know. I hope so. I hope you hope so, too.
The more characters, the better.
Absolutely. And please, can we get a Subspace Emissary, too? That's all I'm asking.
A good single-player mode, because you're not always going to be with someone to play the game, and the online's kind of iffy, so yeah, a nice single-player mode would be nice.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm Ty the Guy 2800.
And I'm Demeech. Have Waluigi in Smash.
And we'll see you after E3.
Waluigi! Wah!
Frogger!
Crash for Smash!
Spyro for Smash 2.